we're at the Muir National Dressage Championships and I am with Sonnar Murray-Brown. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Good. Now we're right by your stable area. You rode yesterday, you're riding today. I really want to find out a little bit about that in a minute, but can you introduce us to your horses?
Yeah, this is Erlentam. He's a 9-year-old Trakehner. He was in the Prix St George on Thursday and the Inter One yesterday.
Oh, how did you get on?
He was 4th in the Prix St George and he was 5th in the Inter One yesterday, and he'll go tonight at about 5:30 in the Inter One freestyle.
Oh, amazing. Congratulations. What are you doing for your freestyle? Because you were listening to your music earlier.
I was. Actually, my it's all Thunderbirds theme.
Oh,
the music's
really?
all from Thunderbirds. So I don't know if some people might recognise it, some people might not. So
did you like Thunderbirds growing up?
Not massively, but we were looking for music, and a very good friend, Sophie, said, "What about this? This sounds great," and it all seems to work. So hopefully it will be a good show.
And who's put your music together for you?
Another very good friend called Anne. She's from back home and she does it a lot. She rides a bit, and but she's amazing at putting music together. So I'm very lucky that she's just done it for me. So very lucky.
Where is your hometown? Where are you from?
I'm from Chichester in West Sussex,
okay.
right on the coast. Yeah.
And you've just moved down here because the reason that we're speaking to Sonny is because I met your landlady yesterday. Dordie, I just adore her. She used to event, and she was showing me the horse that you were riding. She was like, "Oh, he's just so amazing." So when did you move here?
Well, I've moved a month ago. I moved to Newent in Gloucester with all my team of 6 horses, and so I'm based there. Yes, and renting a room from Dordie.
And your reason for moving there?
Because I wanted to base myself closer to Carl Hester to train more. It's a great environment there. There's lots of pro riders, and I want to be in that environment to push myself to be better all the time. So.
And how does that, is it a bit nerve-wracking? Going into somewhere where they're all amazing riders, do you ever get intimidated? Because let's be honest, me just walking on here, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't feel like good enough to be around all these amazing horses and people and riders.
No, not at all, because I think, in order to be the best, you've got to join the best and, and try and be better. And so no, I think, I want to be up there as well. So I've got to learn and be around them in order to move up. So no, it's maybe a little bit intimidating.
But you've got to have that confidence, though, haven't you? Especially with dressage, and when you have horses, you need to fake it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Smile and keep going.
Yeah.
Kick on.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all lovely people, and it's a really great environment up there, and it's a really close-knit family, and so I'm very lucky. I've been really welcomed, and it's a little bit intimidating, saying, here I am, I've got a team of horses, and I want to be really good, and so it can be a bit, but they're all lovely people.
But it's all about, I've got a little buddy here. Oh, I love him. It's all about the relationship that you have with your trainers and the support that you will have for each other. So the fact that you have the confidence in yourself to train really hard, and you've got a goal, you know where you want to go. I think that's really important too. Your one of your other horses, is it Tomoko? Tomoko.
Yes.
Is he related to Tortilla?
Totalas.
Totalas. Okay, I'm really not very good with the horses' names because they're so complicated.
That's his dad.
Totalas was the famous dressage
stallion.
horse.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely stunning black.
Yes.
So where did you get Tomoko from?
I bought him from a stud in Germany. My friend Dujardin, she's a teacher and just breeds quite a few horses, and I actually have 3 from her stud. And I originally saw a picture of him as a foal.
Is this him over here?
This is him.
Oh my gosh, let's go see.
Very relaxed.
What time are you riding him today?
He was on this morning at 8:20. So he was in the 4-year-old class, and he's a 4-year-old stallion, so he's very well behaved, and
4-year-old stallion. Yeah. I'd expect him to be smashing down the stable doors.
Yeah. No, he's great. He's a little superstar, so sometimes he puts the others to shame. So
he's so soft.
Yeah.
Who grooms him?
Sophie.
She does a phenomenal job. He's just like silky and amazing.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of his dad, over the years. He's
Yes.
amazing rider and has competed and been really successful. So he has a lot of potential then.
Yeah, hopefully. You know, I mean, you never know what they're going to be like. You can have really great stallions and really great breeding, but sometimes the horse doesn't have the mental ability. You know, you're up against that. But he's you know, he's really kind. He wants to learn. He loves having attention and
I can see.
being.
Yeah.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. You know, it's early days still. He's 4. But this is great experience for him, and he made this final, so that's really good. So I'm happy.
So how did you get on? How did you get on this morning?
He actually came 7th this morning, I believe. So unfortunately, he's not through to the top 4, which is tomorrow, the final judging. But he still got to semi-finals. He still qualified for semi-finals to get to here. So I was happy with him. He went in the arena, he behaved, and that's really good.
Well, it's early days for him, isn't it? Because he's
Yeah.
still really a baby. So
Yeah,
in terms
absolutely.
of his career, competing career, how would you do you need a lot of time for that? How long would you expect until he should be at the top level?
Well, I mean, that all comes down to like his strength and how it goes in training, whether he needs some time off somewhere or whether he'll keep going. Hopefully he'll do 5-year-olds next year,
brilliant.
and maybe the novice or the winter finals, but it all just it just depends on how each horse develops individually.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Now you've got quite an interesting story, I hear.
Yeah, I suppose I do. Yeah. So, in 2009, January 2009, I was still a working pupil and still very much learning. And I was aiming for the young rider team that year, and I won at Addington High Profile Show on the weekend, and then on the Monday I was involved in a.
Sorry, that's-
What she doesn't grab your hair.
He's just going to bite me.
She's gonna grab your hair. On the Monday I was the front passenger in a bad car crash.
Oh my gosh.
And broke both my legs. And I then had 4 years of rehab and 14 operations.
Sonny, you wouldn't even know.
No, I'm very lucky. I had an amazing surgeon and a really good team. My parents, my friends, had a great physio, great personal trainer. I just, I was surrounded by very good people, and that got me back. So, but yeah, it took 4 years.
And from being able to do that and to have the physios and the help and the support, to now being in a position where you're at the National Dressage Championships, riding, you've got 3 horses here, it's just, it's
I'm lucky.
incredible.
I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. I never thought I'd get that riding to this level, and I didn't want to do it if I couldn't do it how I wanted to do it before the crash. You know, I had lots of dreams and everything, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go, here we are now. I have a really good team of horses, and I did my first national championship winters at the beginning of the year. After my crash, that was the first one, and Alan Tance won the advanced medium there.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
Well done.
And then it's back to the summers. It's the first time I've been here since before my crash in 2008. So it's good to be back. Yeah.
In terms of emotionally, are you all right getting in a car and in horse boxes and driving around?
Yeah,
'Cause that
I
would
have
scare
to
me.
drive that
Do you?
26-ton lorry, so I'm fine. I can demolish everything else. Drive over everyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. Yeah. I mean, I was the front passenger, so I wasn't driving. So it's probably I prefer driving, being in control. But it's one of those things. It happened, and it was unfortunate. It was awful. It was probably the worst time of my life. But I'm fine. Yeah, you have to get on with it, don't you?
And you're completely fixed.
Yeah, I mean, I have a limited bend in my right knee, but seeming that 2 years after crash, I had an external frame bolted into my leg all the way down, and they had to re-break my leg, and they lengthened my femur, and I had to turn bolts every day to lengthen it. And so when they took the frame off, because they locked my leg completely straight, that I had about 5-degree bend in my knee. And so they got it from 5 to 90. So that was
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's with physiotherapy?
Physio, manipulation.
Oh, bless
Yeah.
you.
And just I had to spend all night on a machine that made my knee go up and down
Oh my
all
gosh.
night, so it kept moving.
Yeah.
But, I had a great surgeon. He's amazing.
and it was worth it because now you're back riding, competing at a high level, and you don't have any issues. Do you have any issues with it when you're riding? You don't get stiff or arthritis?
No, not at all. Actually, no. I don't.
I'm so pleased for you.
Thank you.
So what are your plans then? What are you going to be doing now after this weekend, after the Nationals? What do you do over the winter period?
Train.
Yeah.
Train with Carl.
Yeah.
I want lots of lessons. So yeah, just work hard, keep developing the young ones ready for next year, and then it will be probably now about qualifying for the winter semi-finals, so winter regionals in March time, ready for winter finals in April. So yeah, it's kind of keeps going really.
So but you said earlier you're based near Carl and you'd like him to train you, and he's warmed you up a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been really great. I've been training with him since about November last year, and he's been absolutely fantastic. He's really helped me and early develop and push on from advanced medium up to St Dujardin into one. I wouldn't be here if he hadn't have helped me this year. You know, it's not only developing the horse in the right way, you know, it's also about having the confidence to do it, and he's really good at giving you that confidence and that extra edge.
What do you think makes him so different to other instructors and other coaches? Because it's like they have this magic spark, and you just want part of it. They're passionate.
Yeah.
What do you think makes it so different?
I think I admire him so much as a rider. And when you want to be like someone so much, you just want to absorb all the information. And I think having a really good coach when you're on a horse is someone that you trust 100%. You don't ever question what they say or anything, because you have to react in those moments when you're training a horse to get the best tune out and teach the horse in the right way. And I think he's very relaxed, very chilled. You know, and he explains stuff very well. You know, everyone can say something that everyone means the same thing, but he says it in the way that just I get, and yeah, I just feel completely at ease when he's teaching me. So that's not me bigging him up to try and get more lessons.
More lessons, Carl, more lessons. No, it's great. Yeah, and your family then, so you have Sophie, who's your groom as well.
Well, no, Sophie isn't my groom. She's actually a good friend from home, and she comes to all the big competitions and helps me. And when you have 3 horses,
it's a lot.
It gets a little bit more, so more work and stuff, and so she comes in and helps me, and it's a massive support and helped me move to Gloucester and everything. So
do you have a team? Or is it just you looking after 6 horses?
I have one person part-time at home, but usually it's just me and 6 horses. Yeah, so I need to kind of develop a bit more, but you know, I'm
we need some help. We need some apprentices or something, you know, just to give you a bit of support.
Some help would be good, some days.
So you can concentrate then just on the riding rather than having to do all the
do
other
all
stuff.
The out and everything. Yeah.
And where you live then? So you live with Geordie.
I do.
And on the beautiful farm.
Yeah, she has a lovely farm. Yeah, and she very kindly, Carla, she had some holiday cottages, and I rang her up and said, you know, can I come and rent a cottage? And then I ended up renting a room in the house. And again, she's been lovely, welcoming, and
But that's a big move for you to make by yourself without having family and friends around you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, maybe it is, but I want to be the best I can be, and the only way to do that is, you know, push yourself. And hopefully I've put myself in a position where I can just get as much help as possible from everyone, you know, from Carl, and Charlotte has some young horses at the yard I'm based at, so it's great riding with her every day, you know, that's really inspirational.
Yeah.
And there's other people that always come in and teach people there, and you know, so it's great, you know, if you want to be better, you've got to have the training and
the commitment.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
So much.
It's lovely to meet you.
Fingers crossed tomorrow. Hope the music...
No, tonight.
Tonight?
5:30.
Fingers crossed for
Thank
tonight,
you.
5:30. Hope the dressage goes well.
The Thunderbirds.
Music.
Thunderbirds
I
are
know.
go.
Can't wait to watch it.
Cool.
And we'll speak to you soon.
Great. Thank you very much.